dears, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Saturdays. Anyway, today's video is a mini review slash demo slash wear test on two little drugstore items I picked up this weekend. I have been using them about 4 days now, so I feel like I can give you a pretty dang good review, especially since I have not changed any sort of steps in this makeup application, with the exception of a couple of days I used a sponge and a couple of days I used a brush, but other than that I have not changed anything, so I could say that this base works and your makeup will last hours. Anyway, let's just quit my babbling and get right into this. Yes. Okay, so obviously the first thing I'm going to talk about is the primer. It is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy coconut water primer stick. I've been wanting to try a primer stick for quite some time. I think that it is, very clean and neat. Silicone based primers, make your hands super slippery. Sometimes it makes it hard for me to open up other products and I just get annoyed and I'm lazy to wash my hands. So I thought the fact that this came in a stick that I can just twist up was fantastic. I, love that about it. This little guy has a number of claims. It claims to be soothing, hydrating. It claims to have a nice cooling sensation. It claims to fill in your pores, reduce a little bit of redness, give you that flawless look for your makeup application. It does, what it's supposed to do. Minus the fact that it's not really that great at filling in my pores. I will say that, it's all right. It's not as good as the e.l.f. poreless primer. If you know me, you know that I love that primer and I've purchased multiple bottles of that thing. But other than that, I will say that it does everything that it's supposed to do. It feels fantastic under the eyes because it's got that cooling sensation. It glides on the skin so smooth, it doesn't tug or anything like that. I even just like wearing it by itself without any makeup. I did that one morning for a few hours and then I put on my makeup and it was, very nice. Another thing it does that it doesn't claim to do is it totally gets sticky, which is cool because I know if you have a sticky primer with a foundation, it just helps your foundation kind of lock in and stay a little bit longer. So the fact that I wore a long lasting foundation with a sticky primer just, makes it all so much better, right? One thing I will say, I prefer applying my foundation with a brush versus the sponge. With the brush, it just glides on smoother. When I have gone in with my sponge, it sort of picks up the product because you're doing that motion, moves it around too much, but that's not that big of a deal. I like either or, so I just have to use my brush. That's all. Now that's just with this foundation. I don't know if it'll do that with all foundations. I will have to continue to test that. The only weird thing about it is it doesn't smell like coconut like you would think it would. I was totally excited for that coconut-y smell, but it weirdly resembles the smell of the Elmer's purple glue stick. If you know what that smells like, then that's what this smells like. And if you're wondering why I know that, is because I used to like to smell my glue sticks. So now you know something else about me. So yeah, let's move on. And of course the other product I purchased was the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I only purchased this because one of my favorite YouTubers ever, Emily Noel 83, raved about this in one of her most recent videos. She quickly mentioned that she noticed that her makeup lasted for hours, like something crazy, 10 hours or so, and she wasn't sure if it was her foundation or the setting spray, but I could say it's probably the spray. She used a very expensive, long wearing full coverage foundation, and I'm just using, regular old inexpensive drugstore matte BB cream. And with the spray, I could tell you, this is what my face looked like after 8 hours of wearing it. And I didn't quite wear it as long as she did, obviously, but my face still looked really good. I was really surprised and sort of sad at the same time because I almost didn't want it to work. Since I've been making my own makeup spray for so long, I didn't think I would need to purchase something else or try something else, but the fact that I like this now makes me sad. I've got so much of my DIY makeup setting spray that, well, you know, what can you do? Not sure about that 16-hour wear because I will not wear my makeup for that long, but you know, it sets very nicely. It gets rid of that powdery residue, keeps my makeup from creasing. I don't get as much creasing in my smile line, which is fantastic because I always have that problem. One or two things that I noticed that it doesn't quite help me with is in between my eyebrows, I always break down the most. I don't know why, just happens like that. So I did break down a lot in between my eyebrows, and around my chin I noticed a little tiny bit of separation. I'm sure if I just like, you know, patted it with some powder or whatever, it would just look flawless again. I'm one of those types of people that just likes to put on my makeup and forget it. Like, I don't want to think about it or touch it up or any of that stuff, so I'm not mad about what my face looked like at the end of the day. I still think that everything looked beautiful. Like, I would, you know, I would be able to go out with that if I worked in it or whatever. Like, it wouldn't bother me that my makeup looked like that. So overall, both of these things were sort of a win in my book. All very different. Not everything is going to work for everyone, but this cocktail here, or this trio that I have used for my face now, works amazingly. Like, I absolutely love what it's doing to my face all the time. So yeah, if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Bye-bye! Silicone, is that a word? Silicone? Something which is, it has the funkiest scent.